Throughout my life, I have struggled with managing my ADHD. It has caused easy tasks to become difficult ones. ADHD, or Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, is a disorder that causes the person afflicted to become easily distracted and always needing to move. For me, both side effects have caused trouble for my personal and school life. Firstly, I will explain my early childhood. When I first became able to move, I would always be crawling around the house, or so my parents would say. At first, it wasn't that bad. I would always be moving and would only get upset if I was put in a position where I wouldn't be able to move, like my crib, for example. Later, it got worse. I began getting distracted by every sound that was made in nearby vicinity, which affected my kindergarten year extensively. My hyperactivity almost got my schooling pushed back for another year, as I would always not be paying attention to the class or dazing off somewhere else. Thankfully, my mom fought for me and convinced the school to continue teaching me. After these early incidents, my mom attempted to find ways of numbing the bad effects. By the time I reached middle school, I was on many different medications. The main one I had to take was some blue and red pill I can't recall the name of, but it would cause me to become really drowsy and not like myself at all. After a year or so on these meds, my mom couldn't stand seeing me like that anymore. So she stopped giving them to me and started trying to train me to not get distracted as much. Almost immediately after stopping these meds, I began to feel more like myself again. Instead of taking them, my mom helped me focus on other things than the noises, like the teaching that I needed to be learning. And it's that brought me to the point I'm at today, where I don't need to take any of these medications, and I can focus well on my classes to make B's and A's constantly, including like honor roll and graduating with high honors, unlike the C's and D's I got before. Overall, ADHD is a difficult disorder to manage, but with the right steps can be overcome. The early difficulties in schooling can have a massive impact on the child's life, causing them to be held back 1, 2, or sometimes even 3 years if it's that bad. For me, I was lucky enough to have a mother who really cared for me and fought for me every step of the way. Finally, doctors may suggest children take the medication for ADHD, but if you work with the child diligently and they are willing to listen, their disorder can become easily manageable without the use of medication and the horrible side effects.